Welcome to Module 4. In this module, we are going to talk about peer pressure, environmental and social influence, understanding how social forces shape youth behavior and decision making. In this module, we are going to look at peer pressure and dealing with it effectively among youth, social class and environmental influence on youth behavior, role of friends and social network in youth behaviors, digital influence and social media pressure, and finally, we're going to talk about building positive lifestyle choices. Let's get started. Introduction. Adolescence is a period of heightened sensitivity to opinions and behaviors of others. Peer pressure can shape decisions from academic performance to risk-taking behaviors. Social class, family, community, and digital media create unique pressures and opportunities. This model equips learners to help youth navigate social influences and build positive lifestyles. Understanding peer pressure. What do we mean by peer pressure? Peer pressure is the influence from friends, classmates, or social group to think, behave, or make choices in a certain way. Positive peer pressure includes encourage studying, avoid drugs, joining healthy activities like sports. Negative peer pressures include pushes towards substance abuse, truancy, bullying, risky behaviors to fit in. How it works: wanting acceptance from friends, fear of rejection or being ridiculed, copying, copying others to feel included, social media trend, and low self-confidence or weak personal boundaries. How do we deal with peer pressure effectively? The strategy to deal with peer pressure as a youth include building self-confidence and identity, know your own value and goals, learn to say no firmly but respectfully, I am not interested. Choose friends wisely, surround yourself with positive and supportive peers. Think before acting. Ask, will this harm me? Is this aligned to my value? Seek support from trusted adults, parents or teachers or your counselors. Avoid risky environments. Stay away from places or groups where negative behavior is common. Develop decision making skills. Weigh consequences before acting. Peer pressure is normal but becomes dangerous when it leads away from value and well-being. Social class and environmental influence. When we say social class, we mean categorization based on income, occupation, education, lifestyle, access to resources, upper, middle, or lower class. Upper class youth have access to quality education, healthcare, positive network may lead to confidence or entitlement. The middle class youth's balance of opportunities and challenges, often driven to maintain or improve status. Lower class youth, poverty, limited education, poor living condition may face frustration, low esteem, exposure to crime, but also develop resilience. Environments include family, school, peer group, community, media. A supportive environment promotes positive behavior. Poor environment contributes to truancy, aggression, and substance abuse. Roles of friends and social network. The positive roles of friends include emotional support and belonging, development of social skills such as communication, teamwork, conflict resolution, academic and career motivation, Access to information, scholarship, job opportunities. Positive online influence when used responsibly. Negative rules of friends include peer pressure towards risky behavior, imitation of dishonesty, aggression, or crime, cyber influence, misinformation, unrealistic lifestyle, addiction, reduced academic performance, poor time management, cyberbullying leading to anxiety, depression, or low self worth. Choosing friends wisely is one of the most important decisions you can make as a youth. Tell me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. Digital influence and social media. Digital influence and social media pressure. Digital influence impact of online content, influences, trend and social media interaction on thoughts, decision and behaviors. The positive impact include the positive influence include access to information, skill development such as the graphic design, coding, entrepreneurship, networking, social awareness, and advocacy. The negative effects of digital influence include unrealistic comparison, edited lifestyles cause low self-esteem, online trend push risky behavior for likes and acceptance, addiction and distraction from studies reduce productivity, cyberbullying such as harassment, insults, negative comments. Social media creates a culture of approval seeking where many youth measure worth by online engagement. Managing digital influence and pressure. How do we manage this digital influence and pressure? Digital literacy. Critically evaluate online content. Then set time limits on screen. Manage your time. Positive content consumption. Follow educational, motivational, and skill based page. Parental and counselor guidance. Adults help navigate online spaces responsibly. Self awareness and confidence reduce need for constant online validation. Counselors should help youth understand that online portraits are often curated and not real life. Building positive lifestyle choices. Positive lifestyle choices include daily decisions and habits that contribute to physical, mental, emotional, and social well being. The key areas of positive lifestyle choices include healthy and physical well being, where you have a balanced nutrition, regular exercise, and proper hygiene. Education and personal development, where you learn skills and set goals. Social relationship include respectful, supportive family and friends. Time management, balance academic, rest and recreation and personal growth. Digital and media use, responsible use, limit screen time. Moral and spiritual value, which include honesty, respect, discipline, and integration. What are the strategy to build a positive lifestyle choices? You set clear goals. Surround yourself with positive influences. Develop self-discipline. Engage in productive activities. Seek guidance from counselors and mentors. In conclusion, this model has taught us that peer pressure, social media class, environment, friendship, and digital media deeply shape youth behavior. These influences can promote positive development or encourage risky behaviors depending on self awareness and value. Social media and environmental conditions create pressures but do not determine a youth's future. With guidance from parents, teachers, and counselors, youth can navigate influences and channel them into personal growth, building resilience, critical thinking, Positive lifestyle choices and responsible decision making is essential for success. Empowering youth to understand and manage social influences creates responsible, confident, productive members of the society. Questions and discussion. What is the difference between positive and negative pressure? Give one example of each. How can a youth from a low income background overcome environmental challenges to build a successful future? A 15 years old spends 6 hours daily on social media and feels depressed after seeing friends post. What counseling strategy would you use? Why is building self identity considered the most effective long term defense against negative peer pressure?